statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
One of my producers has bubonic plague. Not Steven. John. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
He's sick. We're going to be, see, my guest is, I guess, $1 short and a day late today. She's going to be talking about the immune system. Too late for you.
Information I could have used yesterday.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Hopefully maybe we'll prevent somebody from getting a cold or a flu here. Dr. Heather Manley will be along on the show today. She's going to talk about 5 ways you can, I think she said, trick. I don't know what, I forget the exact title, but something to do with tricks. We'll see.
Everybody keeps suggesting vitamin C, and I'm like, I take it every day.
You don't take enough. It's the dose.
I guess not.
It's the dose. You remember Dr. Gifford Jones used to come on, he used to say, it's the dose, stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, he takes a bottle at a time. That
10 grams a day with lysine. Remember that? Medi-C Plus. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. I hope you're not suffering from a cold or flu or holiday anxiety that's already set in. You know, it's going to happen. You know, the family visits, friends, travel, shopping, cold and flu, people sick at work, kids sick at school, bring it home. Yes. So we'll see what we can do to help. Did that printer ever work? No. Printer doesn't work. So I'll be, if you're watching the show, you'll see me glancing down, looking at my computer. We got computers all over the place around here. And
tell them what you keep looking at when you look
when you see me looking up, because I can't get my producer to put a monitor in front of me, so I have to look up to the right, and I'm not looking to the heavens, to the broadcast gods for help. There's a giant monitor that hangs on the wall, and I look up there to see what he's flashing up onto the screen to make sure he's doing his job. No,
keep me on my toes.
To see if he has the image coordinated with what I'm saying.
Sometimes I put random clowns, stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. So, and you can watch the show at letstalknutrition.com because we stream it, and everything's on demand because we know people don't have 2 hours a day sometimes to be sitting or watching and listening, have the radio on, their computer on, whatever, watching the show. So it's on demand. The audio is under a link called Show Schedule at letstalknutrition.com, and the video is right on the home page. And then all the rest, there's several there, half a dozen or so, and then the rest are on YouTube. We have a link that'll take you right there to YouTube, and you can, all of these shows, I mean, it's literally a virtual library of information on health, wellness, and well-being. Only if we could keep ourselves healthy from getting sick, we'll be all right. And the holidays will be here soon. Huh. It won't be long now. So we're already at the end of October. Halloween is what, Friday? It's Halloween
Saturday.
Saturday. Well, that's a good day, I guess. The kids are out of school on that day and day off, and please be careful. I loved Halloween. It was man. Yeah.
It's probably the most fun out of all the holidays.
For us as kids, man, it was terrific. The people were generous. I had shopping bags of stuff. Make several trips. I was so excited.
What do you think you commit, or what holiday do you think you commit the most nutritional sins? Halloween or Thanksgiving?
It's not Halloween. I don't eat candy.
All that candy?
No, I don't need it. I don't know. I try to be careful. So you see what happens. You get to a certain point, Josh, where you can't be committing the nutritional and lifestyle, as I call them, sins. At some point in your life, as you age, when you get to a certain place, when you commit, the consequences are bigger. You know, doing what you did when you were in your 20s or 30s is different when you're in your 40s and 50s and beyond. It's different consequences. So I'm pretty good about it. Once in a while, I'll commit a nutritional sin here or there. When I commit it, it'll be a good one. It's not going to be some stupid. Somebody asked me the other day, "Do I eat donuts?" I looked at them. Are you crazy? Eat a donut?
I was just
not on a donut. I'm not going to. No, it's going to be, when I commit it, it won't be on a stupid donut. It's going to be something much bigger.
Like a donut on top of a Mountain Dew?
A cronut. I'll eat a cronut now. I'll do one of those. You know what a cronut is, right? That's a cross. That's a cross between a croissant and a donut. They're pretty good.
Oh, really?
I'll do that one.
I've never heard of that.
Cronut.
I know where I'm going.
Ask Stephen. He's my resident junk food expert. You've had a cronut, Stephen.
Yes, I think I had one for the first time just in the past couple of months.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you get them?
They're around. Some of them are considered the way they make them. I mean, like delicacies. Pastry. I mean, it's really some brag about how they can make it. Right, Stephen?
Yeah, I think it started in a store in New York, and the cronut's actually like trademark copyrighted.
See,
so there's other ones.
You.
Yeah, there's other ones all around. They've been imitated, but yeah, the cronut is actually from a specific store somewhere in New York.
And he does it just off the top of his head.
He's my junk food expert, man. I got one right here. I don't have to worry. If I want to know,
I'm trying to get baptized. He's pulling me to the dark side.
There you go. So, if you're new to Let's Talk Nutrition, I always open the show talking in a monologue. I'll have stories and studies that are trending. So I have a question for both you and Stephen. It's not a trick question. What is in the home that will contribute to cancer, cardiovascular disease, a higher mortality risk, diabetes, influenza, pneumonia, Parkinson's disease, and liver disease? It's in probably most homes in America, Stephen.
Everything.
What do you think? It's one thing. It's one thing, and it's almost in virtually every household in the United States.
I'm gonna say the microwave.
Good guess.
I would lean towards all the toxins and chemicals, and like we've talked about before, carpets and
good
beds
guess.
And,
good.
and
That's a good
couches.
guess. That's a. I would have probably said that myself. The television. Story trending this morning. Headline: prolonged TV viewing linked to 8 leading causes of death in the United States. Turn off the TV. Get up and move, man. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? On average, they said 80% of American adults watch 3.5 hours of TV per day. And multiple observational studies have demonstrated a link, they said, between TV viewing and poorer health. Do you watch 3.5 hours of TV a day, Stephen?
I don't know. Maybe
in the evening.
Yeah, like in the evening.
You're here all day. I mean, you're not watching here.
Right. When I get home, I don't start watching TV. I've got the kid to deal with, and we're doing dinner and getting stuff ready for the next day. But yeah, like around 8 o'clock-ish or so, we'll plop down and get,
Good thing you didn't say I have the wife to deal with.
Yeah. Well.
In that case, I'm a goner.
Well. Got it. I hope she doesn't listen to this. Got the kid to do. Stephen, you didn't say about the wife. Well, goes without saying, right? He's funny. Do you watch 3.5 hours of TV a day?
Like I said, I'm a goner, man. I work in video, so I'm constantly in front of a monitor or TV. So.
When I come back, I'll explain why the TV is such apparently deadly appliance.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
The things I learn off air from my producers, it's shocking. This is a daytime show. I can't share it. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Geez, I'm naive. Reporting on this story about prolonged TV watching being linked to 8 leading causes of death, including, like early mortality, higher mortality rate from cancer, heart disease, diabetes, influenza, pneumonia, Parkinson's disease, and liver disease. These are leading causes of death in the United States. One of the researchers in the study, the lead investigator, Dr. Sarah Keetle, said, quote, "We know that television viewing is the most prevalent leisure time sedentary behavior, and our working hypothesis is that it is an indicator of overall physical inactivity. In this context," she said, "our results fit within a growing body of research indicating that too much sitting can have many different adverse health effects," close quote. That's the issue. You're sitting, you're not moving. So what if I guess people have the TV on, have treadmills and things like that, right? They do that. It's the sitting. I've reported on any number of studies now where sitting, some are calling sitting the new smoking. You got to move, man. I guess so. He said, our study has generated new clues about the role of sedentary behavior and health, and we hope that it will spur additional research, close quote. I'm hoping that it will get people off their duff and move. So the average amount of time, I'm surprised it's that small, 3.5 hours. I thought it would be more than that. That's the average number of hours people sit and watch TV a day. Wow. I don't know. I don't know. That's just shocking to me. 3.5 hours? I don't think I watched 3.5 hours. No, I don't have time. Let's see. There was another story trending. I have 2 more stories trending. There were quite a few. Both of them deal with children. One about sugar, and I'm since the printer is out, I'm having to sort of fly by the seat of my pants here. The other one I'm looking for, and I can't put my hands on it, deals with sugar, and they found that obese children, when they were able, the only thing that they did with these obese kids was to moderate their added sugar intake. And when they reduced the consumption of the added sugar for these obese youngsters, they were able to reverse a cluster of chronic metabolic diseases in the children in as little as 10 days. And that's the only variable that they manipulated, was they somehow got these kids to eat less added sugar. This is according to a study by researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, and Touro University, California. I'm not familiar with that school. Dr. Lustig said, that lead author of the study, this study definitely shows that sugar is metabolically harmful, not because of its calories or its effects on weight. Rather, sugar is metabolically harmful because it is sugar, close quote. That's a circular argument, by the way. In other words, the claim is the same as the evidence. It's a circular argument. I get his point, but it's a circular argument. he did go on to say, I've never seen results as striking or significant in our human studies after only 9 days of fructose restriction. It was the fructose that they were manipulating and controlling. The results are dramatic and consistent, he said, from subject to subject. These findings support the idea that it is essential for parents to evaluate sugar intake and to be mindful of the health effects of what their children are consuming, close quote. You think? So they reduced, it was the fructose that they were controlling, and within 10 days, like 9 to 10 days, they were getting all kinds of metabolic benefit from it. So, I mean, I know this problem, obesity problem, is perplexing and pervasive. I get it. And everybody's wringing their hands. They don't know what to do. On some level, it's very complicated. On some other level, though, you know, it doesn't take much to get a good effect, a good health effect. The question is, how do you start to, on a day-to-day basis, day in and day out, get children to reduce that added, it's the added sugar. We're not even talking about now the fat, the added fat to food, and the salt, sugar, and fat. That trio, those are the three usual suspects that show up in the lineup for unhealthy food. In one sense, this study's encouraging. It didn't take much to get them to get good effects. So sugar is, sure, it's bad news in terms of it puts on weight, but it's also bad news because it just screws up your metabolism in ways that you don't even understand. All right. Come back. I'll have one more story on children to report, and then Dr. Manley is going to be with us. Dr. Manley has been on now several times. She's a good guest. She has a sense. Yeah, she has a sense of humor. Yeah, I like that. You have to have a sense of humor around here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back. We'll talk some more.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Now Foods, our products work. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching and whatever you may be doing. 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. You can call it anytime you want. And my guest will be Dr. Heather Manley. Did you track her down, Stephen? Did you find her? She must be out on the road because usually the guests call into the studio. Today we had to call. I'll find out what she's doing. I just wanted to share with you another story on children. And this was an interesting study. And I think it has application to humans to adults as well. Not to imply that children aren't human. I misspoke. It applies to adults as well. And so in the study, the researcher, Dr. Catherine Davis, did a very good job. She's a clinical health psychologist at Georgia's Prevention Institute at the Medical College of Georgia. And she said the question this paper asks that has not been asked before is whether it is just fitness that influences children's cognition, she said. What she found was that when a child's weight and physical activity levels are both factors in a child's ability to acquire and use knowledge. Now, I know that saying, well, gee, I knew that. But, science confirms some of the things that we suspect to be the case or believe to be true. Children who were lean and active scored better on cognitive tests than either their lean, inactive peers or overweight, inactive peers. So being lean and inactive didn't turn out so well, or being overweight and inactive didn't turn out well either. It's published in a journal called Pediatric Exercise Science. And this study provides some of the first evidence, they said, that weight, independent of physical activity, is a factor. You can't assume that just because the child is overweight or obese that, everything's just working fine in the brain and they're sharp, they have good mental acuity, they're alert in school and better cognition. You can't assume that. This is yet another consequence of being overweight or obese. And this study, very interesting. The thinner, inactive kids scored higher on attention as well as summary measure of cognition than their heavier peers did. And when comparing inactive and active children who were all at a healthy weight, showed that activity alone clearly provided an edge, is what they said, with active children scoring higher in most areas of cognition function, including 11 points higher for their ability to plan and 7 points higher in their attention span. I think this applies to adults as well. I have not found an equivalent study dealing with adults. I'm not saying it's not there. I just didn't have a chance to search thoroughly. So it's weight and physical activity. It's both. 877-897-8255. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition Coast to Coast. My guest is Dr. Susan Manley. And Dr. Manley, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Thanks for having me.
I called you Susan. I changed your first.
I heard that slip.
I got you in the witness protection program, changed your name. Well,
I've never been called Susan before.
Yeah. Why is that? I don't
know.
It's Heather.
It's Heather.
So we had to find you. Where are you hiding out?
I'm in Los Angeles at the moment.
How is it there?
The weather is finally getting a little bit cooler, so it's nice. It's been pretty hot. Mm-hmm. City hot isn't always so pleasant.
Are you working or are you on pleasure trip? A little both?
Working, mostly.
Mostly. Educating, talking to people?
Yeah, my daughter works out here, so I'm here chaperoning her.
You only look like you're 25, Dr. Manley. We have a picture of you up there on the
25 was a while ago. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I have to go back and look at my notes to remember what it was to be 25. So I have a quiz question for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay? You up for this? Are you up for this?
I'm up for it.
Okay. This is an item that is found in the home. Okay?
Okay.
It's an item found in your home, and it's linked to 8 leading causes of death. Higher mortality risk from cancer and heart disease, diabetes, influenza and pneumonia, Parkinson's disease, and liver disease. What is the item? It's found, I'll give you some hints. It's probably found in nearly every home in the United States, in America.
In the kitchen?
Could be. It's something you could find it almost in any room. Probably people have one in almost any room, including the bathroom. I know people that even have one in the bathroom.
In the bathroom, because I was thinking a microwave.
That's funny you say that, because one of my producers said the same thing. The TV.
That would have been my guess.
The TV.
The TV.
Yes.
Darn, that's a good one. That's so true.
Sitting. It's the sitting.
Every room?
I know people. I went visit some friends. I mean, they're pretty well to do. They had TVs in the bathrooms, all 5 of them. Right? I said, really? You got a TV in the bathroom? Little TV, right? Oh well.
Well, that's crazy. You know what? The phone, an iPhone, or could be pretty close too.
Well, people can walk with the iPhone, which I see them doing now and falling over.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're texting while walking and falling down and running into people. How many hours of TV do you watch a day? You think on average? What do you think?
Gosh, I don't know that I could say in a day, but maybe in a week. I would probably say in a week, maybe an hour.
That's it?
Well, an hour a day.
An hour a day? They said that three and a half hours is the average amount of time people watch TV a day. That's a lot, right? I mean, sitting for 3.5 hours?
That's a lot.
That is a lot. I don't watch 3.5 hours of TV.
I wonder if that's in adults and children. Is that?
American adults, on average, 80% of American adults, I'm quoting, watch 3.5 hours of television per day, and multiple observational studies have demonstrated a link between TV viewing and poorer health. You think? My God,
do they just come home from work and then watch TV until they go to bed?
Think about this. People sit when they drive to work. They sit typically, office kinds of jobs, white collar, whatever, sitting while at work. Drive home, sitting. Come home, sit and watch TV. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Being sedentary is not so great for the body.
Precisely. We'll talk some more.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes. Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind: develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. One serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose, corn syrup, or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has berry garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin, omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by a dad.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, who would have thought TV viewing was so dangerous and deleterious to your health? My goodness. Linked to 8 leading causes of death. That's the sitting. We're Dr. Susan Manley. Heather Manley is my guest. And I keep trying to change her first name. I don't know why. But Heather's good enough for me. I mean, I like Heather, and she's a great guest. And welcome back, Dr. Manley. We were looking during the break. We did a little more research, and I checked on the stat for children. They're watching about 3 to 4 hours, and then one of Josh, my technical producer, said that
toddlers watch about 2 hours average of screen time of different types of media, mostly DVDs and TV, and it impedes their speech. They're less likely to be active and run around and play and do the things kids do.
Sure.
And it gets worse as they get older. Yep.
Yeah, they're about 3 to 4 hours, so they're somewhere almost the same amount of time as adults. I like TV. Do you like TV, Dr. Manley? I like TV.
Well, it depends on what's on the screen, but I think there's a lot of good shows out there and really great movies.
I've always loved TV as a kid. But I don't sit for hours on end.
Well, I think the problem too is they're sitting on hours and then they're probably eating, so that's contributing as well.
Yeah, I know. When we were kids, we were outside playing all the time.
I know.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess the parents are just so busy and tired. It's easier for them just to put them in front of the TV.
You know what my mom used to do? And I remembered I was a little boy. This was before I was in first grade. Every afternoon, my mom would take me and we would sit on the couch together and she would talk to me.
Nice.
Isn't that something? We would talk. We would just talk. She would talk to me. About this and that, whatever, every day. That's amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing. I think some of the best times I've had with my children, from when they were younger up until teens, is walking with them to school or even driving in the car and just being able to talk and being away from everything else, because talking is huge.
My mom was an immigrant. She came to this country as a young girl and virtually no education. Smartest woman. I learned so much from my mother. Unbelievable. She would sit and talk, just sit on the couch and we would talk. I was a little boy. I have vivid memories of that. And it was great. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know where that came from. You're doing okay? You all right out there in L.A.?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm usually in Hawaii, and so I'm getting kind of antsy to get back to the peace and quiet.
Yeah, you like Hawaii. Yeah. I guess it's pretty nice to live there, huh?
Yeah, it has its pros and cons, like every place.
Mm-hmm.
LA is great too. There's so much cultural stuff going on. Griffith Park is beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
I used to live in Pasadena, so I was not too far from LA. And when I come to Hawaii, I'll have to let you know because I've never been. I'll let you.
Yeah, definitely let me know.
I'll call you. I want to go. I haven't been, and I like to go. Everybody tells me, you got to go, you got to go. So, my producer is sick, and I told him, Dr. Manley's a little late for helping you with your immune system. He caught a cold. He's been sick since yesterday. You wanted to talk about 5 tricks to do what? The booking form said Dr. Manley wants to talk about 5 tricks, and I don't remember what the rest of the booking form said.
Oh, no. Well, what I have in front of me is that we were going to talk about whole foods and gut health.
Oh, okay. They sent me some. Good thing I said something, because that's the thing they sent me. Immune health. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. What's on your mind?
Well, we are getting into that season where people are. I think sometimes when there's a change that happens, when even if it's going on holiday, but starting school and getting out of the whole summer routine, it kind of shakes up the whole body, and we have to make changes with our eating habits and our TV habits. Maybe we're watching more or less TV in the summer. Or maybe we're not as active and we have to get our kids to school at a certain time and picking them up and after-school activities. So it puts a little bit of stress on the body, which we all know stress can suppress the immune system, making us more likely to get sick. So this is a good time to, pay attention to what foods we're eating and maybe doing a little hydrotherapy, some supplements.
What's hydrotherapy?
Hydrotherapy is one of my favorite things to have people start incorporating in their everyday life. It's the application of hot and cold water to the body, and it's basically increasing your circulation. And
how do you do this? You have two tubs, one with ice in it, one with hot water.
There's a couple of ways that there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but I think the easiest way for most people is like when you're in your hot shower in the morning, the hot water has it causes the blood vessels to dilate and open and increase the circulation or the blood flow, and then which helps push things out of the body that we don't want, some waste products. So it's encouraging that movement. And then so after your hot shower, right before you're about to get out, blast your whole body with cold water. And this will create some contraction of the blood vessels, which kind of pushes more stagnant blood away.
Yeah, every time I do that, I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack.
Well, I mean, you can't start out and be like totally drastic doing it. Really, really hot and really cold. It's a good idea to kind of ease your way into it.
And you like that therapy, eh?
Yeah, no, I find that it's just really helpful. Not only is it great for your immune system, but you're getting, fresh blood. So a lot of people feel much more alert, kind of is a good way to start the day.
All right.
It brings in the
so you can do hydrotherapy in the shower, right?
Yeah,
hot
exactly.
water for a while, then some cold water.
Yeah, you can go back and forth. It's always best to end with cold. But, yeah, go back and forth.
Okay.
Most people don't like to go back and forth. I like to just blast with cold at the very end.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing hydrotherapy. It's not voluntary. Apparently, my water heater, something's wrong with it. There's hot. It's real hot at the beginning, and then right away it runs out of hot water. Something happens, and it's cold. So I'm doing hydrotherapy involuntarily right now. So but I'm going to get the hot water heater fixed. I had enough of this with the hydrotherapy business. Dr. Susan Manley. We'll be back. We'll talk some more.
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
For sure. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Glad you could stop by, and it's great to be with you. My guest is Dr. Heather Manley. I've called her Susan now, I think 3 times. And she's in L.A., not in her neck of the woods. She's usually in Hawaii. But it's only a 3-hour difference between here and there. Hawaii, I think it's 6 or 5 or something like that. So it'd be outrageous time of the day there, earlier. And, of course, cold and flu season is in full bloom. Holiday is now upon us. Halloween, for some people, Halloween marks the beginning of the holiday season. I sort of think it's like Thanksgiving, but many believe it's Halloween. That's this Saturday. And then until January, things get amplified a lot. Lots of stress, lots of sickness, lots of whatever. And if you can keep your immune system at least relatively in good shape, you have a good chance of making it through the holiday without having to spend it in bed sick. So we're going to talk about that with Dr. Manley. Just want to point out that one study I was reporting on in the first part of the show about TV watching, they now, in this particular study, they linked it to 8 leading causes of death, including cancer, cardiovascular disease, pneumonia, liver disease, and it's the sitting. So try to keep moving, and that's one of the prescriptions for the holiday season. If nothing else, with all the nutritional sin you might commit, 2 things that you could do that I think will help a lot is get lots of sleep and rest if you can, and keep moving, being physically active, if nothing else. Dr. Manley, I'm going to bring you back right away. Where do we begin here? You mentioned Whole Foods. Do you really, let me ask you this. I'm asking a question, and I know the answer, but I'm just to sort of set this up for you. Do you really think it makes a difference what you eat during the holidays as to whether or not you can improve your chances of staying healthy and not getting sick?
I definitely do.
Okay.
Because I think during the holidays we tend to be eating foods that we're not used to eating, and then a lot of them you were talking about earlier about sugar, and a lot of the sugary food is not providing us any nutrients, or our body's never feeling nourished, so then we tend to eat more food, and that makes us tired and fatigued, and we don't want to be exercising, and we kind of get on that vicious cycle of just wanting that sugar to keep us kind of on that high, and we don't know how to get off of it. So I think, it's a good time to really pay attention to what you're eating. And I'm not saying can't eat some of this yummy holiday foods. You just have to be more aware and make choices and eat a balanced.
It's so hard to do during the holiday season. There's so much nutritional temptation at every bend and turn, right? It's everywhere. And I understand it. I get it. I have no problem and people, it's to be enjoyed and all. I understand that. And I know I asked that. You probably thinking, God, is that guy that stupid to ask me that question? Does food make a difference? Of course it makes a difference. But I want that was well said, the way you put it together, how you explained the difference in eating healthy food and non-healthy food during the holiday. It does make a difference. It does increase your chance of staying, not getting sick during the holidays and managing stress better if you eat better. I know that sounds so patently obvious, but the way you explained it, that sort of downward spiral that happens, right?
It really is. And then come January, you've gained a few pounds, you're feeling more tired, you're getting sick. So, because I really believe that the human body doesn't want to get sick. So it's going to do its best to keep pretty healthy during the holidays. But once it's all over and you have time to, settle down, the body's like, okay, now I'm going to be sick. I'm going to show you.
Mm-hmm. It's true. I mean, in the stress, you alluded to that earlier. Could you explain in simple ways, I know it's a complicated question, but how stress affects the immune system, or how the immune system takes such a big hit when we're under stress?
Yes, it's a big one. It's shown to suppress the immune system pretty immediately. I think the fatigue, your circulation's not optimal. You're just not alert. You're not present, and it really plays a huge role in how you're going to be functioning.
So, in
day.
In a word, stress undermines or otherwise weakens the immune system. In a word, right?
Exactly. It fatigues it, and so it's not working at its best.
Mm-hmm. Like your T cells don't respond as well, and so on. Your immune, these boosting gamma interferon and infection-fighting T cells just don't do as well.
The lymphocytes, they're not being nutritionally fed by, the whole foods and vitamin A and zinc. Those are all, nutrients that fuel your white blood cells, your lymphocytes, your T cells, your B cells, and that's what keeps you healthy.
Mm-hmm. So, from a nutritional standpoint, generally, but more specifically, from a supplement standpoint, what would you say could be good therapy here?
Well, from a supplement standpoint, okay. Well, first, there's such a big connection between the gut health and the immune system, which is. People really don't put those two together, but I'm sure some of your listeners do understand that.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, like we think about our digestive system, and we kind of take advantage. I mean, we take it for
granted?
Yes, exactly. And we don't, but really, if we're not eating well and then not digesting the food well, we're not getting the nutrients in our body, which is fueling everything. So, that's one of the big things. If we're not digesting, we're not getting the nutrition we need in our body. So that's really big. And then so much of the immune system is in the gut. So really, right there, you have to start there. And so some of the supplements that I think are really important, just because I brought up the gut health, is your probiotics, which is, it fuels the good bacteria in the gut, and so it's helping gain more numbers in your digestive system, which in turn helps the growth of the intestinal lining and the T cell production, like we were talking about with the lymphocytes, and so it's really important right there. I mean, there's just a few reasons, and then of course the fish oils, which I always think. When people ask me about supplements, what are your top three? I'm always like fish oils, probiotics, and vitamin C. Those are probably my top 3 ones, especially during this time of the year.
Oh, a little retro. Little vitamin C. You're retro. You're going back to the 50s and 60s when it was popular to take vitamin C.
Vitamin C is huge.
It's fallen out of favor these days. I mean, not favor, but it's not, it's not one of these flash and bang supplements that, how this industry is, the latest thing to come down the pike, so to speak. Good old vitamin C. I'm glad you brought it up. So we come back. We'll look at that trio. You mentioned the probiotics. Let's talk about the fish oil. Of course, I love Nordic Naturals, and I do their Ultimate Omega. They got now Ultimate Omega with some other other elements in it, some other compounds. We'll get into that. But good old vitamin C. And you should take vitamin C with your fish oil, by the way.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Dr. Susan Manley. We're talking about your immune system during this holiday season. Boy, if there's one thing you want to make sure you try to do is keep that immune system healthy. It's easy for me to say. It's another matter to do. Lots of, your lifestyle gets turned upside down. You don't get enough sleep and rest. You probably don't exercise as much as you normally would do. Your diet certainly gets turned around, given all the nutritional temptation, the dietary temptation that's all over the place. And you're consuming far too much sugar, far too much alcohol, too much salt, sugar, fat, alcohol. By the time January comes, call the ambulance. Dr. Manley, welcome back.
Hi.
So
it's interesting that you talked about, more alcohol, because I think that's one thing during the holiday season. People don't realize that they're doing so much is drinking, not so much the alcohol, but just more sugary drinks in general. And,
absolutely.
It fills us up, so we're not eating as much, and it's more sugar in our diet, and it's actually probably one of the worst things during the holiday season.
And 2 days ago, it was trending in the news, and I reported on it yesterday too. The WHO, the World Health Organization, was talking about processed meats and how processed meats are connected to colorectal cancer. And they were saying it's causational. Processed meats are a big hit during the holiday, the salamis and all the stuff, right? I mean, that's a big food item during the holidays. In fact, it's a gift. People giving all these processed food, meat products as gifts, yes?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. That stuff, that doesn't appeal to me. It just doesn't get my attention. Now, my mom's pies, when she was alive, making those pies, boy, her pumpkin pie and apple.
Yeah, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, mincemeat pie she used to make, apple pie. Oh, my God. Oh.
Mincemeat. That's good.
Yeah.
That's old school.
That is old school. I love it. I love it. So you mentioned the fish oil. People don't typically connect fish oil with the immune system, do they?
No, they don't really. And they should be.
Why?
Well, I think when we think about fish oils, we're thinking about the heart, maybe depression, and then inflammation, which is really, which ties into both of those. But decreasing inflammation in the body is all around good for everything, and especially the immune system. Again, going back to circulation, if you're inflamed, your blood's not going to be circulating. Your white blood cells are not going to get going to where they need to be going. So the fish oils are with the immune system, inflammation is really big. But the other big thing is that two of the components in the fish oils, the DHA and the EPA, are really showing some interest in the support of the immune system, especially DHA boosting the white blood cells, specifically the B cells.
Okay.
So that's, it's definitely good to consider. And if you're going for a cod liver oil, you're going to be getting the vitamin A and the vitamin D, which are definitely supportive for the immune system.
And Dr. Heather Manley is an educator for Nordic Naturals. And, of course, Nordic Naturals is the leading manufacturer of fish oil supplements right now in the world. And you throw a little vitamin D into that fish oil like they do. They have fish oil, the Ultimate Omega, I think, with vitamin D3. That vitamin D is wonderful for the immune system.
It really is. And it's, maybe during the summer months we don't need so much of the vitamin D. So, I liked Nordic Naturals has such a great array of products as well, and so I like to kind of shake it up a bit and rotate them. So maybe during the summer, I love the Ultimate Omega as well, and going into the fall months and into the winter months where we're not getting as much sun. It's good to get the Ultimate Omega with the D3.
It's a good idea. And of course, Nordic Naturals is sold in fine health stores throughout the United States and other countries. And visit their website, NordicNaturals.com. I don't know if I've ever asked you this. How many grams of fish oil do you do a day, combination of EPA and DHA, on average?
I take right now I'm taking the Ultimate Omega without the D3, but like I said, I definitely at times take it with the D3. And I take 2 capsules in the morning, and that's, I think, about just under 1,300 milligrams a day.
That's it?
Yeah, and then sometimes before bed, if I remember, or, at dinner, I'll take another capsule or 2.
Mm-hmm. I do.
What I like to do, suggest to my patients, is to try to get people just on a healthy lifestyle. So not just like right at this moment, I've got to eat an orange because I got to get more vitamin C so I feel better. So instead of just trying to deal with it right in the moment, which really doesn't help so much, is try to just be eating not specifically orange, but just eating an array of food with got lots of vitamin C in it.
Put a fruit bowl.
All the time.
During the holidays, put a fruit bowl out. My mom used to do that, fruit bowl, then a bowl with all kinds of different nuts, and she would have the nutcracker in there. And
the nutcracker,
it's a nice holiday artifact, right?
We're bringing up the old stuff.
Yeah,
nutcrackers. I have one out for the kids during the holidays too. They love to crack the nuts, and my mom would have a big bowl of tangerines. So even starting that, in the early fall, so it's always there.
We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Now Foods, our products work. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And let's join Dr. Susan Manley. She's the guest today, and I'm going to call her Susan. I decided. I'm going to change her name. We'll get the legal documents to her, and I don't have to call her Heather anymore, and I won't have to worry about it. Is that okay with you, Dr. Manley?
Maybe just for today. I don't know about Susan.
No, you're not a Susan. You're a Heather. got my producer choking to death over here. Oh, man.
I've been called Michelle a ton, but never Susan. That's completely new to me.
Well, we have a nice photo of you. We have the photo, and it looks like you got one of those Hawaiian flowers stuck in your head.
Oh, the plumeria?
Yeah, in your Hawaiian tradition. So, yeah, Dr. Heather Manley is my guest, all kidding aside. And you were mentioning the vitamin D3, and that is really important, I think an important nutrient for the holidays, mixed with the fish oil like Nordic Naturals has it. And then, of course, you mentioned vitamin C. Vitamin C, all-time fave. That's one of my favorite supplements. It's got to be that, I'm glad you mentioned it. Talk a little bit about give me your take on vitamin C.
Well, I think it just does so much in the body. It's great for the skin. I suggest a lot of women to take it for adrenal support because the adrenals love vitamin C as well. It helps regulate the immune system, which is what we're talking about today. So it's increasing the white blood cell activity, and pushing them along and getting them to do what they like, what they're made to do is to fight off the bugs. And it also, it's interesting. Not many people think of it, but has a good antihistamine effect as well.
Oh.
And the other thing is it's very economical. It's not an expensive supplement, and it's easy to take, and most brands are pretty, good. I mean, you always have to look for, the no gluten, no milk, dairy, or milk derivatives,
Sure.
artificial flavors. But usually with vitamin C, you're not going to find that in their supplements.
I used to have a guest that came on. He hasn't been on now for a while, but Dr. Gifford Jones, he's 92 years old, and he would always talk about it's the dosage. And he had interviewed Linus Pauling a couple of times, and he learned from Linus Pauling that Linus Pauling used to do 20 grams of vitamin C and 10 grams of lysine a day. And Dr. Jones learned that trick from him and cut it in half. He did 10 grams of vitamin C a day and 5 grams of lysine combination. And he had a heart attack when he was 78, and he's now 92. And his cardiologist told him to go on the statins. He refused. He's a surgeon, by the way, okay, and quite a remarkable one at that, I hear. And he attributes his longevity now to 92. He said it was the vitamin C and lysine that's kept my arteries clean. That's interesting. And he used to be on all the time. He was one of the favorite guests. We used to get a lot of requests for him. Good guy. I have a lot of regard for Dr. Jones. So, yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up. I haven't really heard that about lysine to take it together, but that's definitely intriguing. Yeah, vitamin C, I take anywhere between 2 to 5 grams a day, which,
Dr. Jones used to come on the show. He would say, it's the dosage, stupid.
Not just the dosage in like what we were talking about earlier, like right at this moment, if I take 5 or 10 grams of vitamin C, I'm good to go.
Right.
You need to be, taking it all the time.
He does that.
Part of your maintenance.
Yeah, he does it every day. He does 10 grams of vitamin C with 5 grams of lysine in a product called Medi-C Plus. Okay, I know you don't work. That's the product, and it has it already combined. And he does it every day. Takes it twice a day, breaks it up. Twice a day he takes it. So I'm glad you mentioned vitamin C. I know there are a lot of new supplements out there. Everybody talks about them, and I get that, and I talk about them too. But I still think vitamin C is a good standby. It's a wonderful compound, and I'm glad you mentioned it. And I think people should take their hefty dose of vitamin C it's water soluble, so it doesn't store in the tissue. So you got to keep replenishing it, right?
Yeah. So I usually suggest taking in divided dosages. So 1 or 2 grams at every meal is usually a good thing to do.
Yeah. And so the Nordic Naturals in vitamin C as an antioxidant would be very helpful. And I like to take vitamin E and vitamin C and the fish oil together because they're antioxidants, the E and the C, and they would help prevent oxidation of the oil, the fish oil, the omegas.
Smart.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm just saying,
You're smart.
Well,
good idea.
Every squirrel gets an acorn once in a while. So this would be a good idea then. Nordic Naturals, maybe the one product with the fish oil and the vitamin D3 combination. That would be good.
That is really good.
And then they have an alternative for vegetarians too and vegans.
That's what I was just thinking.
I'm reading your mind. I don't know your name, but I can read your mind. Well, go ahead. Talk about it.
Yeah, well, they have the algae omega, which is, it's great because there's no fish in there. They're using the plant algae, and so it's a really good alternative.
Yeah, and I've tried that. I mean, I don't necessarily have a preference for that, but it's certainly worth considering. And that so for vegetarians and vegans, you have a plant marine source for your omegas. Good idea. And
right. And
go ahead.
It's good to rotate. So you might want to, I like doing I don't know. Do you do the cod liver oil or do you ever do the liquid?
Oh yeah, I had. And in fact, my mom. I bring up my mom again. When I was a boy going to school and up in Pittsburgh, cold weather, I remember I have fond memories of trying to get out the door, and she's standing there with orange juice in one hand, cod liver oil in the other. And it didn't taste so good, but she was smart. I mean, I took it. Yeah, so that was my introduction to cod liver oil. I like it now, though, a lot.
Well, it doesn't taste like it did back then.
No, it's much better now.
Much better now, and I think back then they would just give you a spoonful of it.
That's what she did, a big tablespoon. A big old tablespoon. It looked like a shovel. I thought, Mom, I gotta take all that. Open up your mouth. And then I would have the juice sitting there, and I'd wash it down with the juice, and I'd make my way out the door, going off to St. Walburga's Elementary School. Yeah. 877-897. Gosh, I'm nostalgic today. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Dr. Susan Manley is my guest. I love talking with her. She's real, authentic, no pretense here at all, and knows her stuff. She's a practicing naturopathic physician, and we love having her on. We'll come back. I'll have the LTN health question of the day. You can win a $25 supplement gift card. Right answer. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace for a good night's rest naturally.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable, bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here's the LTN health question of the day. I was reporting on this new study linking television watching with 8 leading chronic diseases. I'm talking cancer, cardiovascular disease, pneumonia, liver disease, for heaven's sake. I mean, and I love TV, but I don't sit there for hours and hours and hours. Here's the question. Adults, 80% of American adults watch how many hours of TV a day? 80% watch how many hours of TV a day? 1.5, 3.5, or 5.5 hours? How many hours of TV does the average American adult, 80% of adults in America, watch? 1.5, 3.5, or 5.5 hours a day? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. I am not one to criticize TV left and right at every bend and turn. I just don't do it. I know there's a lot of crap on there. I understand that. But I think TV has been transformational in many good ways for our society and for learning. I've learned a lot. I mean, I don't think Lucifer invented the TV. Do you, Dr. Manley?
No, I don't.
I love TV. I don't know. I'm sorry. I do think we watch a little too much of it. Nevertheless, and sitting around, well, your immune system doesn't like to be sitting around all the time, does it?
No, the whole body doesn't like to be sitting around. And we mentioned earlier that people are probably eating a lot when they're sitting around watching TV.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And
compounds it all.
Yeah. So far, what you can conclude from what Dr. Manley has recommended during this holiday season, you certainly want to get a lot of sleep and rest for sure.
Yes, that's number one. Probably. Absolutely,
sleep and rest and exercise. If you can keep that going, you'll do well. But nutritionally, she talked about eating whole, rich foods. Eat well, try to eat as best you can. Then, from a supplement point of view, your probiotics, fish oil, vitamin D3, vitamin C, and of course Nordic Naturals with the fish oil. They have fish oil with the vitamin D3. You can take your probiotics and your vitamin C. It's all good, and it'll increase your chances of staying healthy. There's a place in Florida called Newport Richey, and we have a listener, and we have many listeners in Newport Richey. Let's go to Lorraine. Lorraine, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. Are you ready for the holiday? Are you ready for this holiday season coming up? Are you ready or not?
No, it's coming too fast.
It's coming fast, isn't it? Do you find it stressful during the holidays for yourself?
I try not to, but yes, it is stressful.
Yeah, it does. It does creep in. So, in terms of TV, do you watch a lot of TV?
Well, I guess I watch too much.
You watch too much? All right. So in the United States, the statistic is what? 80% of adults watch what? 1.5, 3.5, or 5.5 hours of TV a day?
3.5.
That's about 3.5, somewhere between 3.5 and 4. That's a lot, but, congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card.
Thank you very much.
So do you listen to the show from time to time? Is this your first time?
I listen to your show every single day.
You do?
Yes, I'm at work and I listen to it every single day.
Well, thank you so much for doing that. That means a lot to me. That's why we do the show.
And that's why I said too much.
Oh, well, sometimes
I try to get walk.
Yeah, standing up is a good thing too.
Right.
I've reported on that if you're doing a lot of sitting at work, from time to time, just stand up for a few minutes. And
I tried that. I tried to go to the ladies' room and take the long way around.
There you go. And don't be a frontline parker. You know what a frontline parker is? Those are people that look for the spot way up front. Park out park out in the hinterlands and walk in.
Right, I agree.
All right, Lorraine. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling, and we'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, Dr. Manley. Maybe if I start calling you Dr. Heather, I'll get your first name right, huh?
Oh, that's probably a very good idea.
There you go. So, when are you headed back to Hawaii?
Probably just after Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're going to be here that long? You're going to be in L.A.?
Yeah, we're usually here for 4 months on, a couple of months off.
Okay. You and your family?
My youngest daughter.
Oh, okay. How old is she?
She just turned 14.
Ah, that's a good age. Good luck.
Yeah. I know. Well, I have a 17-year-old, and she just came out of the teenage years, and now I have another one who's going in.
That's a tough time, isn't it?
It is emotionally.
Yeah, I know. For you and for
a little bit of a roller coaster.
for you and for your daughter. I get it.
No, it is.
It's tough.
It's tough for them too.
It is tough. It is. There's a lot going on in this society. It's a more complicated society these days. And let me ask you. You know, your mom. She got a mom who's a naturopathic physician. Is your daughter dialed into health and wellness and good eating, or is she just like any other youngster and just eats what she wants and does what she wants?
Well, both my kids grew up just kind of doing what I do, and they've been doing. We talked about hydrotherapy. They've been doing that since they were practically born, and they've been taking their fish oils from day one. And my daughter loves the Nordic Naturals DHA Junior.
Okay.
And it's just part of their life.
Do they eat a lot of junk food?
Well, we didn't talk about this, but I definitely am all about letting kids be aware of how food makes them feel. So there was a time period where my older daughter was eating a certain food a lot and never feeling good after she ate it. And then I think after the fourth or fifth time, I said, maybe it's the Frappuccino. And she's like, I'm not eating them anymore. So, when kids make that connection,
right,
that's usually what really helps, because they don't want to feel sick. They don't want to feel bad.
No, they don't.
So, yeah, I think as they're getting older, they really appreciate, what I've been able to.
Oh, I'm sure they love you and appreciate you, and I know that you're conscientious, health conscious, and whatnot. We always enjoy having you on. I don't know if I'll get a chance to talk to you before holidays. I don't know if you will be on, but if not, I wish you and your family a happy holiday and a healthy holiday. And Nordic Naturals, she's an educator for Nordic Naturals. Take your Nordic Naturals, your Ultimate Omega, or whatever you're taking with them. It's all good. And, Dr. Manley, you enjoy your stay in L.A., and I know that you'll have a good time. We'll look for you the next time, okay?
Yeah, happy holidays to you as well.
Thank you. Your health is your wealth.